There's something most men over 60 never hear from their doctors. Something so simple, almost unbelievable. It has the power to change their morning. That if you've ever woken up and found your manhood gone like it never existed, then go back to this last video, because today, I'm going to tell you a secret that many doctors know, but few have the time to explain to their patients. That a secret about 2 trigger points right on your base. Just gently press them in the right way, and you'll see what many call the miracle of youth. Subscribe to the Wellness Roots Journey channel, leave a comment saying, "I'm ready," and you'll receive an exclusive guide to restoring your male freedom naturally. Most men think that morning sickness is a result of age, but what if that's not true? What if, in fact, your body is still capable? You just forgot how to turn the switch. It sounds crazy, but I'll prove it to you in this video. I once met a 67-year-old man named Robert that he said, "Doctor, I don't want to be 20 again. I just want to know my body is still alive." 3 weeks later, after applying the exact 2 trigger zones I'm about to share, he called back in a surprised voice, "I wasn't going to say this, but this morning I woke up and, I think I'm 30 again." The change wasn't magical. It was scientific. When you're young, blood and nerve signals rush to your vital areas every morning, but after decades of sitting, stress, and lack of movement, these 2 important pipes start to get clogged. Not broken, not dead, just asleep. Our job is to wake them up. The first point is the place that 90% of men do not know, but it controls almost all the life in the central area. That if you ignore this point, the other exercises will be 70% weaker, and it is located in a place extremely discreet. The area between the scrotum and the anus, called the perineum, is the central controller of all blood flow and nerve signals going down to the penis. Underneath that layer of skin, our bulbospongiosus muscle helps pump blood. Pudendal nerve helps create sensation and erection reflex. When this area is tight, blocked, or lazy, everything down there is silent. How to activate? Sit on a soft towel, roll, breathe deeply into your belly, relax completely, hold for 3 to 5 minutes. You may feel a warm, tingling sensation. This is a sign that blood flow is returning. A 72-year-old taxi driver once told me, "I thought that place was mine," retired. But after 10 days of activation, he said, "I started to feel a little pulse there. I haven't felt it in decades." That's when the system started to turn on again. But activating point 1 alone is not enough. The body is like a city. If the center is clear but the road leading to the center is blocked, everything remains still. Point 2 is that road. In the femoral groove where the leg meets the abdomen, there is a vital highway, called the femoral pathway. That it runs through femoral artery, blood supply, femoral nerve, transmits signals. Years of sitting harden this area. Blood flow to the male area is greatly reduced. How to open the path? Use your fingers to gently stroke along the femoral groove. Press slightly on the tension point. Take a deep breath. Sigh. Repeat each side for 3 to 5 minutes. Earl, 68, thought, "What do thighs have to do with men?" But after just 1 week, he said, "I felt a warm current running down, like the system was turned back on." By the 2nd week, I woke up with strength I thought I would never get back. When these 2 points are activated every day, blood vessels dilate, pelvic floor muscles become softer, reflex nerves become more sensitive, male hormones are naturally stimulated, the body remembers its task. The most important thing is not the pressure that it's. Breathe deeply, relax, feel every little change, just a slight pulse, a warm feeling. That's a sign of success. When men start to feel alive again in this area, the spirit changes dramatically. More confident, feeling younger, sleep better, stress reduced. It's not just about physiology, it's about honor, energy, and manhood. You can start with a 10-minute schedule. 5 minutes to activate the pelvic floor, 5 minutes to open the femoral passage. Do it regularly for 14 days. You will feel the first difference. A lot of men have tried it and said, "If I had known, I wouldn't have lived so many years in fear." Your body never abandoned you. It just needed you to flip the right switch. If you want me to show you each technique in more detail, subscribe to Wellness Roots Journey, hit like, and leave a comment. I want my morning power back. I read all comments and will respond to each one. See you in the next video, where we go deeper into how to restore your manhood naturally and scientifically.